When young Mel Gibson was fresh out of drama school in Australia, he had no idea that a little low-budget film called Mad Max would launch him into action hero superstardom. But that's exactly what happened. The movie's mix of high-speed chases, brutal violence, and Gibson's brooding intensity made him an instant star.
You're kind of like a chef, you know? You make things, you got the ingredients, and you hand it out, and if they taste it and they like it, well, then that's very gratifying, and that's why you do it.
And after he reprised the role in Mad Max 2: The Road Warrior, Hollywood really took notice.
Imagine that you're early 20s, and all of a sudden you're the star of these films, and you haven't had that up till then your whole life, and things start to change pretty rapidly.
Gibson's character in Lethal Weapon, Martin Riggs, the reckless, borderline crazy LAPD cop, combined charisma, quippy one-liners, and a dangerous unpredictability, all while saving the day.
I know it sounds crazy to me, too!
The Lethal Weapon series became a cornerstone of the buddy cop genre, cementing him as one of Hollywood's most iconic action stars.
I was given a great deal of scope to kind of play with eccentricities and to fool with expectations, which is, of course, the essence of comedy, to set one thing up and then do another.
But Gibson wasn't just content with being an action hero, he wanted to create epic action too. In 1995, he stepped behind the camera for Braveheart, both directing and starring in the historical war epic. The result? Blood-soaked, gut-wrenching battle scenes, soaring cinematography, and an Oscar sweep that included Best Director and Best Picture.
It's a series of logistical puzzles that you have to go about solving with the help of other people with expertise, you know, and to get an image up there, which can be very difficult sometimes, but there is a pleasure in it, not without its moments of ripping your hair out, though.
After proving he could direct large-scale gritty action, Mel next took on The Passion of the Christ, a brutal, unflinching portrayal of its subject matter that became a global phenomenon. Then came Apocalypto, where he dialed up the tension and created some of the most intense chase sequences ever put to film, without a single word of English dialogue. Quite the feat to stay grounded when you're doing such awesome stuff.
It's a question of balance. We all have ego. I've got a big, healthy one. It's just a matter of keeping him in abeyance, you know.
Right.
So slapping him down with a whip from time to time, because when he tends to take over, I tend to get into trouble.
Nothing cements an actor's status as an action hero more than joining Sylvester Stallone in The Expendables, which is exactly what Mel did in 2014 when he was added to the third installment of the franchise that celebrates action icons.
It was great to work with these guys. I mean, it was a long time coming, you know? You're kind of out there throwing your hat in the ring on your own, and it was just such a blast, you know?
And after spending a few years focused on acting, Gibson roared back into the director's chair with Hacksaw Ridge, a war film that brought back his signature raw, immersive battle sequences. The film won 2 Oscars and earned him another Best Director nomination, proving that Gibson still knew exactly how to put audiences right in the middle of the action.
Where the hell are they? I can't see nothing. They're over there. Where's there? Cutting. Cut.
His latest outing as an action director saw him helming Flight Risk, starring Mark Wahlberg as a psycho pilot who tries to kill the key witness in a murder trial in mid-flight.
I read it, and it was fast, and kept me guessing, and I thought, you know, I got some laughs out of it, and it was at once terrifying and kind of absurd at the same time.
Mel Gibson isn't just an action star, he's a storyteller who understands action on a visceral level, both in front of and behind the camera. And with more projects on the way, it's clear that he's not done thrilling audiences just yet.
I mean, it's safe to say I'm in the third act, but it's a strong third act.